And 3 hours later, God said, let there be a game 4 at long last. DK versus Invictus Gaming continues now. It's a best of 7, guys. For those who slept through the past few hours, for those who are just dropping by, this is game 4. This is match point, and it will remain match point the rest of the way for IG. All they need to do is win 1 game of the next potential 4 games. And frankly, it looked like they were just going to cruise to a 4-0 victory. We do hop ourselves inside the draft now, and, well, game 4. I'm lgd on the summit. I'm joined here today by Lysander and Winter. Draft looking a little different this time around, guys. DK actually went for a first pick Nature's Prophet, then they go Dragon Knight, so DK is changing their tune here on match point.
Nah, they're just going for the Zoo strat. If Invictus Gaming don't ban out Enchantress/Invoker, it's gonna happen. Okay, they ban out Invoker. But I think Enchantress is gonna come. It's very likely gonna come. This is very, very standard for their Zoo strat where they just mass summons and they rush your towers down and avoid fights as much as possible. This is as close to the DK Red strat as you will get.
Did you say the Zeus strat?
The Red strat. Zoo. Z-O-O.
Oh,
Zoo.
the Zoo strat.
All the animals. Yes.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, good luck taking the Zoo into Elder Titan's playbox. He's going to have some fun. It is very hard to 5-man into the Elder Titan, and they'll go back for a Shadow Demon, who is not really the best hero to have, unless you go into a Luna afterwards. But the Shadow Demon by himself does not really do that much for the push.
Bottom.
Does Tiger count? Does Tiger consider as a zoo animal? Mirana?
I guess.
Technically.
But they'll need some. I think they're changing it now. Yeah, they can't do it anymore. There's an Elder Titan. Invoker is banned. If IG didn't ban Invoker, it's gonna happen. But now they're gonna change it up. Probably go for a bottom and just try something standard. Mushi, Dragon Knight middle, Nature's Prophet for size, block up camps, have that courtesy feed, Shadow Demon bottom, and 1 more hero on 1 more lane. Very standard.
DK really tends to prefer the Luna. They've gone Mirana, but not very often.
10 seconds.
Especially
Luna
not
Shadow
recently.
Demon?
Yeah. You get the illusions of the Luna, and you just like once the game goes late enough, you just kind of siege with it, or at least that's the thought process.
Anyone want to see a burning anti-mage before they go out?
Yeah,
That hero does not work anymore.
I think it could work against this draft.
Clinks. Okay. Who usually plays Clinks? I can't remember.
Burning.
Burning plays Clinks?
Yeah, he does.
Burning hero. Okay.
It doesn't seem like a burning hero, but he's a change man.
No, he kind of just copies he copied like the ratty
Sama.
Eternal Envy play. Yeah.
5 seconds.
Him and
E-God
Sylar
worships
just
the
do similar
E-God.
thing. Yeah.
So Ring Midas.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
I don't know how Clinks will work out though. He's really fragile,
But they don't-
especially since Elder Titan.
They don't do the thing where you just like rush a Blink Dagger before you have an Orchid, but they sometimes go for it afterwards. But they're never going to do like the Eternal Envy skip Orchid or, just
ban
go
out the
straight
Chen.
Blink kind of thing.
They don't want any of the E-Sama shenanigans. Pop the double damage strafe, send back Blink into base, take Rex, and get sent home. But
DK bans the Doom, so I guess they want to make sure that they have the better economy this game, it looks like.
There's also another problem. Like DK's heroes are very adept at picking off one target, but if IG starts to use the Visage and Elder Titan to their advantage, how is DK going to respond to that? They can't really fight head on in this sort of draft.
no crowd control at all.
There's no AoE, no stuns, not much mass disables, and the Shadow Demon would most likely be paired with something like a Leshrac, and that's going to be your only stun again.
Yeah.
But that's a Dragon Knight stun.
Dragon Knight, they could build a Hex on the Prophet. Clinks will go Orchid. I don't think it's that bad, but I do agree they need a support with a stun here.
They need AoE, I think. They lack AoE, and if that's the case, they need someone that can anti push, and they just split push all around the map.
I like Leshrac. I like Leshrac here. I think Leshrac's a good pick here. I mean, what else would
Don't
you
you
go
think
for?
he's a bit too fragile? I mean, Lanham didn't show too great results on Leshrac actually.
Yeah, but he
and
didn't
as
have
a
a
Visage and Spectre, you melt.
he did not have a Shadow Demon last game. It was a Crystal Maiden, and she had like Nova early on. Didn't get Frostbite until level 3 or level 2, something like that. And didn't have it in that first engagement, if I recall correctly. I mean, what else would you go for if it's not a Leshrac? What else is there at this point? They
I don't
need
know,
a
maybe
support.
just-
They need something that combos with Shadow Demon. Twin-Headed Dragon, I guess, is the other main option, but he doesn't really get played right now.
Yeah. Jakiro is just...
Coddle?
meh.
Give
No.
me mana?
Yeah, actually Kotal would be okay. I mean, just see who pushes up to who first. Oh wow, Invictus.
Oh, man.
DK.
This is
This
some-
could very well end in a 4-0 with this.
Dude, this is
lineup.
some late game dodo right here. IG are saying you are not beating us late.
What is this?
Kunkka support.
What?
It could,
Okay.
DK's actually done this
Okay.
before, haven't they? I know. So I saw
No.
somebody.
I really
Oh.
want this to work. But I mean, if you want to be realistic here, it's a Titan Magnus Spectre. You can't get any later game than that, and it's so turtle
Yeah.
that you probably will never push up into the base unless you catch them all out, or something horrendously goes wrong for IG. And they're rolling on morale now. There was a 3-hour break. Maybe the lunch does get IG a little sleepy. It could happen, but
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. Actually, is the break really works well for DK. Like the way the games were going, if they went straight to game 4, I feel like there's no way DK would take that game. But
10 seconds.
I would say their odds of winning this game have gone up significantly. I still,
5 seconds remaining.
disregarding the draft, just in terms of mentality, they should be in a much better position here than they were heading into this game if it was immediately after game 3. Because lose 3 games, go straight into game point or match point, that is an awful
Prepare
position.
for
But
battle.
now they can recover, kind of reset themselves mentally. All right, on that note, enough psychology. It's time for Dota. It's game 4. It could be our final game of WPC-ACE Season 1. It's been a long road from September 22nd all the way up until today, January 1st, 2014, everywhere in the world except for, I think, Hawaii and a few remote islands out there. But, well, on that note, we could have a level 1 engagement. IG looking to do to DK what DK did to them in the first 2 games, but the smoke will fail. Mushi quickly reveals it and retreats out. So, looks like we'll have some time here to introduce our teams, and we'll start here with DK. We have Dai, or MMY, playing that support Shadow Demon. Lamb will be playing the support Kunkka. Has been, I mean, he was such a star at MLG, and he's been such a star in many other events, but has been quite disappointing in this particular series. Burning on the Cliques. He'll be playing a very different hero from the previous ones. Mushi, the Dragonite, and that does put Ice onto our offlane Nature's Prophet. So DK, can they win 4 in a row, guys? What do you think?
I hope so. IG, their faith on the Rubik has been playing stellar so far. But now is going to be on the Visage. It will be YYF on the Elder Titan off lane. Ferrari with his Magnus. And How with his Spectre. So DK, if they want to take this, they got to take this by mid game tops. I don't see them winning late game.
I definitely don't see them winning the 5v5 fights without a colossal lead. But, I mean, they do have a Tricore that's pretty strong. And they do have a pretty decent split push / ratty lineup. And they have like good support in the Kunkka that brings you some decent late game. But yeah, I mean, if it comes to like a 5v5 fight and the farm's even late game, they're not going to win that fight. But
yeah,
they do have some avenues.
Haunt,
late game.
Empower the Spectre. It's a rampage.
Well,
With
first
that
blood
Titan
attempt
Spirit on top.
will fail mid. And
Bottom tower.
they went for a lift into a skewer, and the Visage was waiting, but not going to get it. And that means 430 will have a slightly worse time here. Did not manage to skill Empower or Shockwave, so CS might be a bit worse, but not the biggest deal.
Yeah,
And you can see that the DK's plan right now, they have 2 smokes on the supports. They want to be able to make a lot of ganks happen in the early phase, and not to mention, their strength is in the mid game, I feel. Like, I agree with you guys, like, they can't really take this to super late against the Spectre and Magnus.
And Elder Titan as well. I mean, he's really scary there too.
I mean, late is a guaranteed loss, and even in the mid game is iffy, because Ferrari is no slouch on that Magnus. He's not like those really good some solo mid players in the scene. They are really good with other heroes, but not good with Magnus. Ferrari is a good Magnus. Yeah.
Mushi's actually had some very good Magnus games, but he's also had a lot of airball games, so...
Oh, I wasn't talking about Mushi, I was talking about other people, but yeah.
I was talking about Mushi.
Oh,
Other
okay.
people as other people. Okay.
Well, I would say the two iffy. I mean, Dandy's Magnus is kind of iffy sometimes. Then we have Poloson's Magnus as well, which is kind of sometimes off, sometimes on. But some people just can't play Magnus that well. I think not comfortable.
Yeah, it's 430 has had a very good Magnus though. Trying to remember the last time I saw it, but it was impressive. I do remember that.
I want to see this game series drag on so that we can so we can see a Ferrari Magnus, Ferrari Invoker.
Yeah, I love that they're showing him respect and banning it though, and that Ice 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 got the respect too.
Yeah,
So that's good to see.
because you don't really want to face up against the Zoo strat. It's no fun. It's
Yep.
no fun for everyone, casters, viewers, players.
I like the Zoo strat. I mean, it makes the games. It like creates a very clear. Oh, are they going to go in bottom lane? No, just walking towards Ice Ice Ice.
Top lane maybe or mid lane.
Oh.
It's hard to kill Magnus.
You mentioned the two smokes, Lysander. Here's smoke number one.
Yeah, Winter actually mentioned them, but yeah,
Oh, sorry,
I don't
Winter.
think they can kill a Magnus though.
They need to wait for one more level. Maybe Mushi's gonna scale Dragon Tail at level 3.
They're not going to have that much damage though if they do that.
Yeah, it's a Magnus with skewer. He could even get dragged into the tower, and that would suck.
If you know you're going to do the strat, I don't think you should take Dragon's Blood, honestly. If you're planning to go for these early ganks, you really should skip it. Magnus isn't going to harass you that much anyway early on.
Yeah, greedy play coming from Mushi. And Magnus is 600 HP and 315 move speed. I don't know how he does it with all his fat, but he can.
Well, Dragon Knight's wearing armor, and he's only got 2 legs to work with, not 4. So.
I've seen nimbler heroes have less move speed. I mean, how do you explain Legion having 320 move speed and Anti-Mage having 320 compared to Mirana who's riding a Tiger with 300?
Well, maybe the
Other
Moronic...
Titan is in trouble.
They're going to find
Other
YYF here. Is he in trouble, though? Where's that follow-up? Just a disruption now into the...
Oh,
Oh,
they
surround! Warcraft 3 surround! This is your first blood! Beautiful play from DK. Got him. Well done.
Curiosity killed the Titan.
And here come the sharks.
He was just poking his nose around the wrong corner.
That was a really nice surround, though. That was very good. Very impressive.
I think that was the plan. Just surround the hell out of that guy and just beat him up. No need for stuns, but you can't do that to Magnus. You skewer you
He
back.
was just caught at a corner. It happened because he was caught at the corner at the staircase. That's why he got stuck there. Otherwise, he wouldn't have got stuck.
Yeah, you know where else people get stuck a lot? On the mid lane is like the ramp right near the edges.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
This edge in particular. I feel like I've seen that 3 or 4 times. And they will rotate in mid again, and while that's happening, bottom lane, there's been a rotation from Lamb. He's gonna maybe take over the
Why?
bottom lane with boots. Maybe they're gonna send Ice 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 jungle.
Maybe,
No?
I mean, why is his skill built like this as a support ganker?
Oh, why is he taking
You-
Tideburner? Yeah.
Yeah, why is he taking Tidebringer instead of X-Mark?
Maybe they just want to slow down the push in the safe lane, but IG's push is pretty bad anyway, so I'm not sure. I agree. I don't think you should go this build.
That's okay. Lanham's got one of the fastest Shadow Blades I've ever seen. So, easiest game ever.
Yeah. Could you imagine how broken that would be if it was a pay for power thing and you just start with the actual Shadow Blade?
Oh, mana cost. I can't support it.
Riot,
Blah, blah,
please.
blah.
Riot, please.
Well, Ferrari's doing pretty poorly actually. 8-2 compared to 26-8. Mushi's crushing.
Yeah, I think a lot... Well, first of all, he was under pressure, obviously, and had to play back when the supports were missing top a bit, but it's also he skilled Skewer at level 1, which does hurt you a lot in terms of your early last hitting.
Oh,
Here comes the Shadow
MMY?
Demon.
But it's an easy skewer and a TP support for Magnus.
Is it easy? Is
Are
it
they
easy?
diving? Oh, they dive it. Nope. Okay.
He
See, the
had
Shadow Blade
the-
works.
The devil to pay.
They weren't really confident just now. There was like a moment where Mushi didn't want to go in because Lamb actually casted his torrent around half a second late. And there was a little bit of time for Magnus to skewer out. But
Yeah,
he didn't
yeah.
use skewer immediately. That's why Mushi didn't want to go in the first place.
That's what I was gonna say. Is he could have skewered there, but he didn't, and then they're like, "Oh right, we can kill him now." So, in the end, it works out for DK. 2 successful ganks for them. One of them they kind of stumbled into the Elder Titan and then got a bit lucky there. And again, I would say they get a bit lucky here. IG
Adam
could
gets
have gotten out
the
of that gank.
So that's very important. He gets a early bottle. Wow, that's a Midas ready for burning. So, hey, I'm excited to see this work out. It could work out. Hopefully it does. So we can see more games. But Mushi is really destroying.
I feel this is looking really good for DK. They already have a Midas out on the Clinks. They've really slowed down the enemy Magnus, and 430 is really the tempo controller for this squad. There will be a stun initiation mid, now a torrent follow-up. 430 though does have a skewer, and can just look to run away. The Kunkka cleave slightly short. And there's still no points in X here. He's leveled up the torrent. Often you'll see just the level 1 torrent, and then getting 2 or 3 into the X before you even level it up. Or you just skip the cleave entirely.
You just skip the Tidebringer. You skip the Tidebringer. YYF is going to get chased down by Mushi here.
YYF. I think he dies.
He has 5 stick charges and power trades. I think he will die.
Oh, RP. No, they're gonna RP this. Are they really gonna RP this?
No, they could lose 2 here. Mushi's at full HP, he's gonna be chased. Now the skewer back, but here comes the Spectre Haunt trying to turn this fight around. Mushi standing strong, the torrent comes through. RP was deployed. Did he hit anything there?
The Dragon's gonna chase down Ferrari. Ferrari's gonna go down.
Mushi.
Not the kill.
Mushi going ham here. 5-0 already. They could get How To. And now the Shadow Demon on the run. Another Dragon Tail connects on Banana. IG forced back. YYF back into the fight. Trying to bring down Lamb. Is there disruption? There's nothing. Lamb should be the trade. There is another Spirit cooling down. But it won't be enough to kill Ice Ice Ice. And they will retreat out in the end. So make it 5-1. But they baited out a Spectral Haunt. All this time burning is free farming top. Another huge win for DK.
Yeah, meanwhile,
That
burning.
was a very huge win.
5-minute, 30-second Midas. Very, very quick.
Yeah, and the Spectre is just now getting close to his phase boots, so this Clinks is going to get really fat. And for IG, not really the best lineup to get a Clinks. Most of their initiation is very short range, unless Rubik steals a good spell. And until Magnus has Blink, which will be very delayed, they have no long range initiation. So basically, they can't kill Clinks unless he makes big mistakes.
Yeah, How is very lucky he didn't die in that fight there. He was dropping down real low. If he had died there, it would be even slower on his advancement. And now Ice Ice Ice.
Another smoke coming in from DK now. They're going to use this one to maybe try and take the top tier 1 tower. It's down to half health.
This time Mushi's going to be joining the smoke party. He's got an Ogre Club already. At this rate, he could have BKB by like 13 minutes or something, maybe even sooner. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How unfortunate, but they're going to get the disruption here anyway. Meanwhile, middle lane, 3 heroes chasing Lamb. They won't find him, and DK in the end are just going to back off.
That's the wrong hero. Thought it was Kunkka. Faith? We're going to dispel the smoke. And Mushi, he's picked up an Ogre Club. So like you said, it's going to go for the BKB. The Observer Ward keeping tabs on YYF, so if he gets a little bit too out of hand, he will get brought down. Mushi pops his Dragon Form a little bit early as well. And now the Spectre Haunt comes in. YYF delivers himself. Soul Assumption. Wow, that's a lot of damage from 1 Flame Breath. But Soul Assumption will kill off Shadow Demon. And now Mushi might be diving a little bit too far as this throws. This is what happens when you get ahead early. You can throw the game. 3-6. They lose 2 heroes for an Elder Titan there. Not really worth it. Killing Spree going to Visage, and Ferrari gets more assist goal.
I like how Burning's like, I ain't going there, guys. I'm just gonna go farm these camps. Good luck. Good luck. To be fair, the Clinks is not dying, and the Prophet is getting farmed, so it's not all bad for DK.
The moment they got caught out there, it was just over. They were trying to create a lot of space, but trying to do too much because there was nothing much the Dragon Knight could do at the moment, so they were just smoking up, just trying to get a kill after not achieving much with the smoke, but they tried a little too hard and they paid the price for it.
Try hard, suffer. But Ice 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 is gonna port back to base. They're forced out by the Spectre. But he did do a lot of damage to the tower there. So I like the build that comes out from Ice 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 because he usually gets the phase boots first over the Midas Rush, like you usually would see Bulldog do, I think. But the phase boots allows him to click a lot harder, rotate around the map, and help his team. Whereas the early Midas gets you on the board with your items a lot faster. So Ice 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 just a little bit more preference for aggression. And he's gonna hit back down bottom again.
Yeah, like you said, having the early phase boots is also very helpful because like the supports of IG were moving around a lot. So a lot of the times in the lane he was 1 versus 1 versus a Spectre. Having the phase boots is much more helpful. The tower.
Bushi's
gonna
here
get
in
a tower.
reserve, and I don't know if they really want to contest this. YYF
That's a
now
ghost ship.
TPing in. He's only level 5. In fact, he's lower level than the enemy Kunkka.
Is under attack.
They got a back here. They cannot take this fight without the Magnus, and Magnus is not coming to the fight.
Yeah, Lanham getting those early kills really was important for him. It does allow him to get the early ship. The ship is really powerful, not only for the damage, because the Coco Rum allows you to take a lot less damage. I think 50% less. You get that a little bit, 50% reduction early on, and then you take 25 over time, right? Something like that. And it does really offset a lot of the Elder Titan's natural order. So I think it's very important, especially when you have flimsy heroes like Burnings,
Radiant's top
Clinks, and
tower
as
is
well
under
as your
attack.
Prophet early on. It makes DK even harder to kill, so it's really good.
Ghost ship is really good. I definitely
Yeah,
agree with you.
the
there.
cooldown is a lot better now, and I think they're
It's
gonna look
already
towards
very
Spectre.
good.
And the damage is really ridiculous now.
It's
400
still
at level
getting
1.
buff. It's still getting buff every patch, even though it's so good. Oh, the sentry
Burning,
was
gonna
here,
get caught out
spot
here.
up
There's a
Burning.
sentry, but who's caught who?
Oh.
Banana dropping low, not dead yet. Now the honk coming through. Oh no, Burning, this could be a costly mistake. RP in the face. Got him.
They really don't like him.
That's worth it. Getting that kill on Bernie is a big deal. In spite of that, though, he has double Oblivion Staff, so he is very farmed. And this is what I meant earlier, is like, even though DK were, they lost 2 for 1 top, they forced IG to send 4 or 5 there and use Haunt, and the whole time Bernie wasn't dying, was free farming, and is level 11 when the enemy team's highest level hero is level 9. And most of them are 8 or lower, so Burning is very fat. If he didn't die there, he'd pretty much have his Orchid right now, so it could have been like a 13-minute Orchid, but it will be a bit slower now.
Yeah,
They can
and
even
chat-
sneak the Roshan very easily with the Clinks and the Prophet as well. It's gonna be a very strong Clinks coming the next few minutes.
Chat's hating on Lanham picking up Arcanes. What do you guys think?
They need them for somebody, and Shadow Demon's not really going to farm them. I think
Yeah, it's a
fine.
support Conquer. What's wrong with getting Arcanes? It's one of the supports
He's
has to
not their
get it.
damage dealer. I don't know. I don't think that's a problem.
Oh. Now the Torrent's gonna
Oh.
come. It's gonna land onto Banana, and he's gonna get a shipwrecked.
Kill
Oh, did he steal the ship? Yeah, he did.
Meanwhile, Hal's almost gone down here to Burning. Gets him with the last arrow up the hill. Too late. Burning now has his Orchid. Kills off the Spectre. Just
This is.
Oh.
he didn't even have the
Well-
Orchid yet. He just ran. I guess he ran next to it with a Death Pack creep and just went to work.
Yeah,
12
this is
minutes
looking for the DK.
and 12 minutes
is
and he has
very-
Orchid, Soaring
very
and
quick.
Midas.
Yeah, and this is after that death mid. He could be even more farmed, but yeah, he's very big. He should know there's a sentry mid after what happened earlier, and he's gonna run right in, but 430 doesn't have any backup yet.
Yeah, Isama would be proud.
That's a big
don't-
kill on Spectre though, because Spectre he's the
Oh,
key
we gotta
hero
find
that
this.
has to get the farm on IG.
He found this. It's gonna be delicious goal for him. Orchid up for him now. He might go for the blink. Maybe.
Wow, he
Oh, he's
dispelled the
gonna
smoke.
reveal there's smoke. Nicely done. And the dust, a little bit lag there.
Didn't
We
actually
saw a
connect
video
on
earlier
him. Now Dragon Tail coming through on 430, and in the pit, the boat will fly. No, actually kind of flies past him. I'm not sure if it connected there. Now Skewer up onto the high ground, and RP catches out 3. Lamb just gonna scoot away, but Burning is plinking away from the low ground, dropping low, but not dead yet. And well, they've gotten the Magnus. The RP's been used. Burning TP's away to safety.
Bushi. He drops an X marks the spot. Will bring back the Elder Titan just into Ice. So it's Wrath. And now Banana is going to Grave Chill himself the hell out of there. Does double damage there if he wants. Howl still chasing Lanham. Now is he going to try and commit Sudoku? No, he's stuck in the trees. They know he... Did he know?
Do they have any
know?
poison yet?
Poison.
No points.
Oh, Lanham knows. Oh no. A little bit late.
No points
Oh.
on the Shadow Poison yet.
How did they not see him?
I feel you have to take 1 point in it, even if you're not going to level it up. Just for the vision.
Yeah. Level 2
here comes
disruption is
Burning.
not really as good.
Here comes Burning. He's gonna be able to solo pick off
Oh,
someone
bye,
here,
Idle
whoever
Titan.
he finds.
Yeah,
Oh,
he'll
no.
go for Spectre.
He can
it's
solo
a lot
the
better.
Spectre.
No mana as well.
Is under attack.
That's an easy
It-
kill. This is looking good for DK, boys.
Yes!
This-
Game 5, maybe? I won't get
this
too
is
happy
snowballing.
just yet.
This is
Yeah,
snowballing
that's still
too hard already. When your Spectre dies to the things alone, that is just... He can't farm in the lanes without any support anymore.
Yep.
And
But-
especially the first death top, where there wasn't even an Orchid. Like, it's understandable he's dying now to the Orchid, but dying earlier that's really bad for your team when that happens.
Too much lunch.
Good. going back to the skill points of the Shadow Demon, I would say to a certain extent I would agree to it because Disruption is very good versus Spectre. So having
Yeah.
the extra points against the Spectre would do yourself a lot of work. so-
Ferrari.
No
Oh,
Dragon Tail from Mushi. Not dropping it yet, and 430's gonna be able to retreat out for the time being. The boat comes through, YYF will fall, and now the chase is on.
So it just looks like Lando just needs his lunch. He has not missed many torrents or ships so far, and now the body block coming out from Ice's Ice traps him in the corner and pounds him against the tree. He will fall. So Rubik, Faith, well, this time 1 and 2, not as great as the previous games. Really unable to do much now. I think DK, they just needed their lunch.
Radiant's
Well,
bottom tower
They just needed their lunch. There was just hungry
Okay, cool.
tummies to fill.
So, okay, gold, man.
You guys are talking about lunch, and I'm so confused right now because it's 12:30 at night here.
has fallen.
And I'm like, wait, why would they need lunch? Oh, right.
Get right, American.
Time zones.
Yeah, time zones, man. Oh, if this game drags longer, you might not be sleeping till sunrise.
So how it seems like he's maybe trying to just rush the relic, even as bad as this game's going. But
Oh,
I don't think he can do that this game. Honestly, I think he's got to get some more useful items right now.
If he
Yeah.
gets useful items, he won't be able to carry the game anyway. So just take the risk to. The only way they can win is with the Radiance. If he gets like drums into diffusers, he won't be strong enough to kill the Klings and the Dragon Knight later on. Maybe the
But I don't
diffuser will be good.
you
would be
want
good to
Radiant
push
against
off.
SD?
I think you still need it to be able to carry the game. Maybe the diffuser will help against the silence, but that's about it.
I mean, he's also got Empowered. I'm not so sure Radiance is the best choice. Getting agility items gives him a lot of damage.
It's the strongest choice though.
We'll see. He's died like 2 or 3 times already, where I feel that extra HP would have made the difference. At this
I think he
point,
will
maybe.
I think he will still die if he has drums against the Orchid and the
Well,
and
no,
the things.
the-
He just can't afford to
The
get.
first gank here, where there was no Orchid, he definitely would have lived with some extra HP items. Where
yeah,
he died
that
at the
one.
river. And then it just kind of snowballs, right? Like each death, it just sets you back a little bit.
Yeah, he's for sure saving for the relic. He's not gonna go get anything else. I think he's just figuring that he just needs to be able to be as huge as possible. Getting the small items will help him survive now, but will not allow him to carry later.
So all in.
All in, yeah, it's just all in, all or nothing.
Isn't it
Oh,
like
Ferrari's got his dagger.
Yeah.
And
It's a very late dagger, though. And I mean, you just have to go back to that mid lane. That first blood attempt, that really cost 430 in the lane. Skelly Skewer at level 1 really hurts you in the 1v1 matchup.
I don't think that was also the only reason why he was so far behind, because like the Shadow Demon and Kunkka, they were constantly off the map and they were not pulling, and they were just like trying to smoke and gank him. He was always
Yeah.
playing very safe. Therefore, the DK had like just free lane basically, because the Magnus is just staying back in front of the tower all the time, fearing the smoke gang from the Shadow Demon and Kunkka.
Yeah, I agree. It was the combination of both.
The threat is greater than the gank itself.
yeah. The thing is, against the Magnus, all Magnus needs to do is just drag on the game. And once he lands that big RP at one fight, it's over with Elder Titan's ultimate, as well as the Stomp Spirits, and Stomp with the Spirit over it. Magnus, you saw earlier, Ferrari landed a really good RP in the previous fight, but it was a level 1 RP, 50 damage, 2.25 seconds stun. It's not that great, RP level 1 is not the best. But once you get up to the level 3 RP, that's nearly 4 seconds of BKB piercing immobility. So what DK need to do is end really fast or take some really big beats early on.
I would say there are a few ways that DK can deal with it. The Shadow Demon can stay behind and disrupt, and the Kunkka itself from behind can drop a bolt after the RP. They don't have to be in front of the fight. And if you look at Lamb's skill build, he has 4 points in X mark right now. He doesn't have to be anywhere near the Dragon Knight or the Klings to be able to do his thing.
Oh wow.
Another solo kill by the Klings.
Burning's on fire.
Yep.
Had to say it.
I definitely missed that one. I think that's my first missed kill of the series, so my bad, guys. But
We all missed it.
yeah, I was like, okay, this Visage is gonna stay at base, but yeah, cannot leave the base at this point. Not when Burning's off the map. You can't. Even the Spectre can't really.
Guys,
Yeah,
Kunkka went for
you need-
the double Shadow Blade.
He should acquire one in his left hand as well.
But for now, it's just gonna be one hand. And Burning is just gonna be clearing this wave out. And He X ice.
Radiant's middle tower has
What a
fallen.
troll. He X ice.
He went
oh,
back.
I think, yeah, just to get the item.
Yeah, just to take the item.
Yeah, but no mana.
Efficiency.
Yeah. Next level strat's coming out. Should have put a bottle on him as well.
Dude, IG are so poor, it's ridiculous. This is so bad.
This is what lunch does to you.
Look at their inventory. Like,
Look at the net worth.
their supports basically just have boots and, boots urn. 2 pairs of boots and like a magic wand and urn between them. The Elder Titan has
Conquer.
shreds and a soul ring.
The Conquer is almost richer than the Spectre. That's how bad the situation is.
The Conquer
Wow.
is richer than the 3 lowest heroes in IG combined. The Elder Titan, the Rubik, and the Visage. He is richer than all 3 combined.
Oh wow, the combo. Ice just went back, picked up his book, and come back again. They're just buying items like that. Who needs couriers?
See, here's the problem for IG is even if in theory they've got this better 5-man lineup, if DK are just ratting, you cannot hit a 5-man RP. You don't you don't have natural order on 5 heroes, and your big team fight ultimates are just not going to be as effective. So, I think DK has like a good 20 minutes to farm before they have to end this.
I think they should just try and pick up anyone. Because sticking as 5
I feel
now
like they
is just
can-
bad.
They can just slow down the pace and just farm the whole map. They're in control of the game. They don't really need to rush anything and just wait
Right,
for
yeah,
a better
that's
timing
what I
to. They can just starve the Spectre and his team until they reach an insurmountable lead and just end the game there.
Well, I would never say it's insurmountable against this IG draft, but nearly insurmountable, yeah.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
you don't want
like,
is
like,
Magnus
like what
to-
Lysander said. The only way IG would have come back, like it's like a big RP, Elder Titan Ultimate. So to prevent that, you just make sure that 3 cores are fat enough. One person will push each lane, and when is the RP gonna hit on all 3 of the cores?
Yeah, just split push.
You push in before Magnus gets refresher. I think that's about it.
That's
Dude, this
just too
Magnus
long.
ain't getting refresher until like the 60-minute mark.
He
Come on
needs
now.
BKB first.
A little bit of a stretch, 60, but yeah, needs BKB first. Otherwise, silence.
Dude, he had like an 18-minute, 19-minute Blink Dagger. And he has not, and since then he's farmed 300 gold. So I don't think 60 minutes is that much of a stretch, honestly. Unless IG starts winning fights, but DK ain't fighting. They're just farming.
Yeah, Aegis is gone now, so burning as a
Aegis.
Daedalus. Wow,
Prophet
that's a lot of
level
damage.
3
I'm
Necros.
smiling. My immortals are safe.
Safe for 1 match. That's all.
Safe for 1 match.
Yeah, for those just joining us, this is game 4 of a best of 7, and right now, IG are leading 3-0. So even if they lose this game, they have 3 more games, if they need them, to pull out 1 win. So they've got plenty of time to recover, even if they drop this game.
Radiance. The item, the comeback. Your immortals are at stake.
Yeah, they've invested a lot to get this Radiance. Everybody's been parking on the Spectre, nobody else has been farming, and they do have it now. So, give Hal 15-20 minutes. He'll have 2-3 items on top of this, but for now it is DK farming the top lane, farming their own jungle, pushing the bottom lane, farming the enemy jungle. They're like a vacuum cleaner, just sucking all the resources off the map. And that's why we see this gold graph. Despite there have been like 3 kills in the past 15 or 10 minutes, it's still, they've gained like a 10k gold lead on top of what they already had, from 15 to 25k.
Yeah, Ice Ice is getting-
Basically the monopoly of the map by the Prophet and the Klings.
Wow, AC for Mushi. Lenham is going for a pipe of insight, so they're gonna look for the pipe before they go into base, I think.
This is smart. This is a good item for them. It's really going to
Good
negate the
item.
Radiance burn.
Good item to push the high ground. It's very, very crucial to have this sort of items. If they pick up the pipe, means they are gonna just 5-man and run down the middle lane instead of trying to rat with the Klings and the Prophet.
Yeah,
Yep,
the other
Prophet's
option
already-
would just be to farm more BKBs, but this is the easier and like more useful way for your team to do it. And we should just see the Prophet and the Clinks in 2 lanes, and then the other 3 in another, because the Clinks and the Prophet are the 2 that can just join the lane the quickest. So Clinks will probably try to avoid the fights. Prophet will only show up if he sees a good opportunity, and DK will just look to split push, to spread the map and even if they commit to a fight, they're not gonna like clump up as 5. You know, they'll use the Prophet ult. He'll be in another lane. Clinks will come in later on when he feels it's safe, and DK will be selective about this team fight, or they should be anyway.
They
Prophet
need to be very careful of the team fight. Like what Lysander said, they can actually lose the team fight even though they are in such a huge lead.
And the other way they could lose it is buybacks, I guess. So KK, look at those. There is a Spectre buyback. That's the big one.
Oh, Clinks got stumped. But they're just chipping from the low ground now. They're splitting up real fine, and Lanham needs to head a little further back. But Clinks will just sit there with the Aegis and just shoot. If they overcommit on him, easy kill, easy win.
Wow. You see what Isaiah did there? He cut off all the trees and he placed the ward there. This is just giving them complete vision.
Where are you talking about?
Oh, bottom
This one.
bottom tower, bottom tier 3.
Yeah, that
Oh, I
tier
don't
three.
even. I didn't even see it on my mini map. Nice. Did DK not or IG didn't see that?
I don't think they expected the Prophet to be holding a one observer ward.
Yeah. But it's a little suspicious that all these trees are missing, I guess.
Nah, it's just for my treants.
just-
I mean, it's not that.
It's just for the treants. It's not that suspicious.
Yeah, unless they stream snipe.
Little hard to do that right now on LAN, I think.
But I don't know what they can get from here. All right, that's BKB for burning as well. This is go time.
This is definitely go time. There's everything they need. They have.
Just don't do the thing that Miracle likes to do. Over farm, and
I feel like go time's the wrong phrase though, because go time implies like, all right, let's go like aggressively fight now, and it's more like, let's slowly and carefully siege now. Wow,
Yeah.
he was one-shotting the familiars. That's sick. That's a lot of damage.
he had to strafe for that. I don't think he needed to strafe for that, but we'll see what he gets next.
200
I mean,
gold.
BKB's up. Lanham really wants his pipe, I guess.
MKB. I think he would just get MKB next so that he can siege from the low ground. It's safer for him to do that against the Magnus instead of having to run up the ramp all the time to hit the tower.
Yeah. But they don't really want to waste his Aegis unless they want to wait for cheese. But IG are
No,
playing
they're just
real safe.
they're just waiting for. There's only one item I could foresee them waiting for. It's the pipe. There's nothing else that is very obvious that they are waiting for that will benefit the push.
If they want to wait
don't
for the
see
pipe,
Lanham.
he needs cloak, he needs
I
headdress,
don't see
and he
Lanham
needs
farming
recipe.
time.
So
He needs
It's gonna take
1,000.
some time.
he's like
It's gonna
2k.
take
He's
some
like
time.
2k short.
No, he got his whole. He's got the whole
Yes,
hood
he
as
has
expired
the hood
time.
now.
It's just that
Yeah.
he needs the 1k from for the pipe as well as the extra headdress.
Yeah, so like 1.5k.
Yeah, so he is not gonna be done just yet. So I don't know about this. He won't be able to farm it before the Aegis expires, I think. YOLO?
Maybe they just wait for the next Roshan with cheese. And they're just gonna slowly suffocate IG. Since IG, there's nothing IG can do. The only thing they are gonna do is they're gonna just wait for DK to come and attack them. They're just not gonna do anything now.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, sure, the Spectre is getting close to, like, the makings of the next item, but that's it. Magnus has farmed 800 gold in 8 minutes. He's gone from 300 to 1100 on top of the Blink. And you look at the Elder
going
Titan,
mech.
he's got Buckler. And that's it.
mech.
He doesn't even have the mech. IG are their other sure, they've got a Spectre and a pretty good 5-man lineup, but the other 4 heroes are just, like, I don't know. They're not
Creeps.
going to do enough.
Creeps.
They're not going to do enough.
Yeah, they're creeps basically. Like
Once
the
they use
kings
their
will kill
spells, they're
everyone
just
else.
great.
Burning's just trying to expend his Aegis now, I think. Yeah. He's just gonna sit there and shoot the tower, so come stomp me.
It's actually gonna go and it's gonna finish soon. The Aegis. It's gonna be gone in just about
1
10
minute.
seconds.
All he needs.
No,
1 minute.
he's got 1 minute left.
No, yeah, 1
Oh,
minute.
yeah,
It's
just
gonna
straight
be-
down the tower. Oh, Mushi. Okay, this is a little bit crazy here. He might get skewered back in.
Mushi, though, gets disrupted defensively here, and while this is happening, Ice applied a bit of pressure top. DK, the siege continues. They're bringing the Prophet into the fight.
They need the tier 3 down. Then Prophet
He's
can
the one that
start
has the
working.
mech. He's the one that has the mech, and the Necrobook is coming off cooldown in 25 seconds.
Burning's gonna do it, I think. Strafe, use the last of the Aegis, and YOLO.
Well, he wants to be careful. Like, you don't want to just feed the Aegis for nothing. You
25
want to make them use some big spells on it, at least.
But at this point, I think any death will do. There you go. Okay, here comes the Bling RP. We'll see if Ferrari dumps. No, the Torrent was there. Well, preemptive Torrent, very good actually. Preemptive Torrent, just
don't-
waiting there.
I don't think you can go on that with the Shadow Demon there. You have to catch him as well. Otherwise, he'll just disrupt the clinks when you RP him.
Oh
top
no,
lane.
how?
Oh, no.
How?
Oh no.
No.
I think he's dead.
How do you survive this? Nope, nope, nope.
Wow. Ferrari was there to bail him out.
Lucky, lucky. One shot and he 2/3.
You know, it seems like it should be routine from this point, right? 30k gold lead, 25k experience lead. I mean, at this point, I think DK next Aegis, and then you should break the base. You should not wait any longer beyond that.
Yeah, they're just gonna wait for the next Aegis. The next Aegis will be Pipe, Aegis, Cheese, and that's everything they need. Maybe they will even build a heart on Mushi so he can just repeatedly siege the tower and just come back and regen and repeat and rinse
Yeah.
and repeat again. So it's just no risk. Since they're on the ropes, they don't want to be throwing the game.
Can't blame them for that. It's a lot of money on the line here. Second place will walk away with 50,000 US dollars approximately. First place, however, 165, and I think equally importantly, the pride of being the best team in China. So that definitely goes a long way here as well. And DK, they have yet to win a major in Dota 2, and with this new roster as well. They did win the Signet Cup, but Signet Cup is a smaller online tournament. It is not WPC-ACE.
Yeah, they won. They won quite a few nice things, but
Well, they
They
place
really
highly
went
at a
there.
lot of events, but Signet Cup's the only one they won.
It was all the first, second place finish, right? MLG was second place.
yep.
Yeah,
And-
Signet Cup is their only first place as a team in Dota 2. Even if you go back all the way to the old roster with like Zippo.
Well, Signet Cup is Fengyun? What is that?
Or sorry, I keep on saying Signet Cup. I meant Fenyoung. I mixed the two up. Yeah, the most recent like small online cup.
Oh, it's still $9,000. Not bad, but it can't compare to 165. I mean, starting the year like this, pretty good. But IG, they're looking really strong, and it's really up to DK to play it very safe and think of 3 more matches worth of strategy.
Yeah, you know, maybe DK are trying to tire IG out a bit. Feeling renewed, feeling strengthened after their snack. I mean, I guess it wasn't a snack, it was more of like a feast. It was a 3-hour meal that these teams took, / break in general.
This is just very, very difficult to play as if you're in the supports of IG's shoes. Oh my god. This game is just a nightmare.
See, Lysander? I think even 60-minute refresher is generous, dude. Look at this, 1,600 gold at 33 minutes.
Hey, refresher costs about 5,000. It's not that far away, right?
I mean, can you afford to skip? I think you have to
You
go
can't
BKB,
skip.
right?
You
Yeah.
can't skip BKB.
There's Dragon Tail, there's a Hex soon on the Prophet, I imagine. Does Ice
Yeah, I guess.
He should have the
But
Hex.
but honestly, if I think
No.
if Magnus got to a refresher, I think DK lost.
It's
If
gonna
it gets
take a
to that
while.
point.
before
Yeah,
that happens.
I agree because for him to get a refresher, it either goes like 60-70 minutes or DK throws a big fight. So I agree. If he manages to farm refresher, I think they probably have lost.
One
I like
fight.
how the fans
if
have
they
to
lose
rebalance.
one fight, if they lose one fight, IG will be able to turn.
So they have to be very careful. It's this Spectre Magnus bullshit.
That's,
So
yeah, that's why they are playing so safe. Because
Oh shit!
bullshit.
It's true
Magnus
though.
RP,
It is. It's a little
Magnus
cheesy.
RP, and then Elder Titan ulti, and Rubik steals your boat, and you just die.
You know,
Oh
this
boy.
draft from IG honestly reminds me a lot of how LGD China were playing in 6.78, where they just get like Sylar Alk, Yao Mag, and they basically say, we're going to lose all of our lanes. We'll lose the first 20 minutes of the 30 minutes of the game, even 35 minutes sometimes, but we'll have one big RP, we'll have one big Roche fight, and then we'll win the game. And
yeah,
I mean, it's not going to happen at Roche. It will probably happen at their base, but it's like the same style. It's like, you know what? We just want a cheesy late game lineup and hope for one big fight to win the game.
yeah, and I always have these crazy people telling me Magnus is nerfed. A hero
Well, at
that
least
can
he
turn on-
doesn't have the 1200 range skewer. Do you remember when he first got released in the
Yeah.
Captain's mode at Dota 2? Oh my god, that was so retarded.
It's like Earth Spirit now.
And Earth Spirit is 10 times worse than the skewer at 1200 range at level 1.
Roshan has
Trust me,
fallen to the
Earth Spirit is worse than that.
Burning now up to 6.2k gold. He's got room for one more big item. We'll have to see what he goes for. He snags the Aegis. The cheese will be passed off to the Dragon Knight. And, well, DK leading 15-5, leading by 35k gold. About 1,000 gold lead accrued per minute, meaning every minute that passes, they get 1,000 more gold advantage. It seems like it should be an auto-win, but they are playing it as safe as you could possibly play it.
If you play it too safe, you throw.
They can lose. They can lose. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even. It's not even like they are just oversafe. They could lose one team fight and potentially lose the game.
Titan
They should.
did that.
They
had
really
a
should
huge
push with
advantage.
this Aegis and cheese. They really should break a rank.
Wow, Skadi.
He wants the HP. He doesn't want to die to an RP.
They don't want to do what Titan did to IG. Yeah, it was IG as well. Miracle just owned the early game as a Slark, went 10-1, and he threw the whole game by just farming for 61 minutes. So he got out carried. You don't really want that to happen. So I mean, playing safe is one thing, but you can throw by sitting on your ass. And Familiar's gonna feed again.
I mean, in the very near future, DK are going to run out of item slots on all their cores. they farmed so well this game that they're actually close to max on all the cores at this point.
It's just gonna
free
get a
tower.
tower now.
Radiant's
Free
bottom
tower.
tower has fallen.
Gold secured.
That was easy. Easy money. And now the Zoo from Ice up top. They're going to enter through the top. And how... Is there a Hex on Ice? There is, actually. If someone joins them up top, they could actually kill the Spectre.
Yeah, but they need the Clinks there already if they're going to go for that. And he's just parked bottom. So DK, they will clump up as 5. I feel they should have somebody on the side lane here, not all 5 bottom.
Oh,
But it is
no.
a good spread for them.
This is an easy
Spectre,
fight.
Spectre doesn't have enough mana to fight. He needs to be at the fountain for a few seconds more.
And IG still defending the high ground for the time being. Mushi slowed up, but he does have a double damager, and they'll take the racks.
Radiant's bottom
IG forfeit it. They get nothing in return here, so... DK, slow and steady, wins the race here, but it looks like.
Yeah, Heart is gonna come up for Mushi now.
He's pretty
Every
unkillable.
piece. Yeah, every piece of
Oh, he's
the
going for
puzzle is
Satanic.
just coming.
Satanic, not hard. He's flying out the
Oh,
Satanic. He
Satanic?
doesn't want to take any chances.
Wow.
The Dragon Bonds going lifesteal.
This is like the ultimate late game Dragon Knight build. You just need to get a Daedalus or an MKB now.
Mjolnir as well. Either one of those. Just hurt. But
Yeah,
Mjolnir
Mjolnir is
not-
very good. Mjolnir is very good on Dragon Knight late game. He needs the attack speed, and the charge is very helpful for him.
Yes, you're a tank, and the lightning is nice as well. And it doesn't override your lifesteal except for the lightning proc, so it's actually really good. And another double damage rune. So well, looks like lunch has changed even the feng shui for DK here. IG are just getting wrecked, and Mushi picking up double damage runes left and right.
To be fair, when you're getting all the runes for 20 minutes, you're probably going to get a couple double damage runes.
No, but he has been getting a couple of good ones at the right
Yeah.
times as well.
But they're, I mean, they've been getting all the runes for like 25 minutes, so
True.
some of them should be DDs. Or GGs. GG runes, as you call them.
Yeah. How's close to a butterfly? They really cannot stall this much longer.
DK up
Well,
by?
maybe they can. They can hex him and that's it. It's a
I
solo
think they
call.
can. They can stall it, but at a certain point, it's like, you know, you're not
Yeah.
gonna get like the amount you can get bigger is like the amount DK is to grow is just way less than what IG is to grow at this point. So they're getting diminishing returns out of stalling the game beyond this, and they already got one lane of Rex, so they'll push in the top lane, the middle lane, the bottom lane, and now they'll start to siege mid.
Yeah.
Got all the
but
lanes pushed in. Even if they lose this fight, IG gets like a tier 1 maybe out of it.
one other thing to note is actually DK, because of their greedy. Oh, Rubik. No, but one thing about the thing that they did is because of the Konka. I think they're gonna dive it now.
Nice
Yep,
stomp.
Refract comes along. RP does land only on 2. He lands on Dragonite. Good disruption. Will save Ladham there. And ISS is gonna run all the way out. Nope, he's gonna go down to a Soul Surrender. But triple kill coming out from Burning. Burning just cleaning and mopping up the house. Ultra, where's that? Rampage. Rampage. No, Mushy. Don't steal it. There we go. Rampage for Burning. And this should be GG. GG. DK will take the first in this best of 7. Double Rampage coming out from Burning. Burning is back after lunch. And Mushy, stealing only 1 kill there, will not steal it away from him. But 6-22, man.
Radiant's middle tower is under
A game that felt like it was over at 10 minutes, but it did take them 40 to end, and I think DK, more than anything, just showing IG a lot of respect. They were not going to underestimate them. They were not going to get cocky. We saw they would get cocky in the group stages and force fights, and, maybe they lose a game here or there, whatever, but this ain't the group stages. This is the grand finals. They're on match point the rest of the way. So DK, they keep the dream alive, but they still have to win 3 more. They are not out of the woods yet.
All 3 the dream.
Keep the dream alive.
I told you,
immortal.
have some faith. Have some faith.
IG need to tell themselves that.
I call shenanigans with that 3-hour break, though. I mean, I know they were planning to take a break. 30 minutes, an hour, maybe an hour and a half. 2.5
Foul
to 3
play.
hours? Come on, man.
Foul play is just enough to cast your
I call shenanigans.
Rituals, spike drinks, disconnect some mouses.
Maybe some cheats or map hacks installed on some computers here during the downtime.
Inbots.
No, just kidding, of course. But DK, they bounce back here, guys. They will take game 4. We're going to take a break. LD Winter, as well as Lysander. And we'll be right back after these messages with game number 5. Stay tuned.